Caroline, it's Monday. Awesome news! In a stunning turn of events, I actually have a microphone now! I'm sorry, I can't lie to you. I still don't have a proper microphone. And I mean, I've come to wonder if this is just gonna be a thing, like a running gag. Is Leon gonna have a mic this week? Of course not, he's not gonna have a mic. I'm never gonna get a mic. Seriously though, I am trying to get one. I just have been too lazy to look. Anyway, to the title of the video, American History. Caroline, I'm kinda stealing this one from you because you didn't actually make this video even though I said you would. Winky face emoji. Now I thank you, viewer or Caroline, for looking at the title of the video and not scrolling right over it when you see the words American History. That's just really wonderful of you because, as we all know, American history is the most boring kind of history. It's just a bunch of white dudes stealing from non-white dudes and the occasional double white man steal. I mean, it gets depressing. Almost as depressing as my last video. I mean, the most interesting part is going to class and thinking, who's the white man gonna steal from this time? Or should I say that that was the most interesting part of the class because due to our AP test on Friday, we are done now with that class! American history doesn't waste any time getting to the white man steal part. I mean, it starts with white non-American people stealing from non-white American people. White people taking land from non-white people, it's pretty common in this course. The white people took land that wasn't theirs to take and made laws that weren't theirs to make. Now, skipping 100 years or so, America was created after a fight between two groups of white people over land that was properly belonging to native people. Now let me also clarify that the Pilgrims were a very, very small minority group that showed up to America. Estimates make them out to be only 12.8% of all immigrants going to New England in the 17th century. So unlike what 4th grade American history taught us, America was not founded based on religious freedom. It was actually founded on the premise of old white men who didn't want to pay taxes. Taxes that were paying for a war that they started, mind you. Do you see what I mean? Depressing. The truths of American history are really depressing. But I won't talk about that stuff anymore. Nope, for the duration of this video, I will not be talking about the Trail of Tears, or unequal rights for anyone but white landowning males throughout our history, or the unnecessary dropping of a second atomic bomb. Like seriously, was one atomic bomb not enough? I think they got the message after the first one like demolished Hiroshima. Nope, sorry, I shouldn't have said that last part. I know, I'm not gonna get into this stuff. I promise I'm not. The thing is though, save a few obvious examples, most of the choices that our government made throughout history were probably the right ones to make at the time. Let's take the Bay of Pigs, for example. For those unacquainted, the Bay of Pigs was a failed invasion of Cuba set forth by the Kennedy administration very soon after he was inaugurated. Cuba was going communist under Castro, and under the policy of containment, the US wanted to stop that. So JFK and his cabinet decided to train a few Cubans to invade Cuba and assassinate Castro. And well, as I said before, things didn't really go well. They snitched on Kennedy as soon as stitches were threatened. Obviously, it was a lot worse than stitches that were threatened, but I wanted to make reference to snitches get stitches. So this resulted in bad relations between US and Cuba for 50 years or so, as well as the Cuban Missile Crisis. Link in the description for more about that. And us not being able to go back there until 2016. 55 years later. But I would argue that the invasion of the Bay of Pigs on April 17, 1961 was the correct choice for John F. Kennedy to make. At the time, JFK didn't know that the invasion was going to fail. He thought it would root out the communist threats that were sailing ever closer to America. Of course, in hindsight, everything is 2020, so Kennedy is often ridiculed for this decision. This is but one of many pieces of American history that we look at through a 21st century lens. A 2016 lens. I, being a narcissist, think we should look through a Leon lens. Let's do that now. Now this is a Leon lens. You take it away and everything's oh, right. The camera has better vision than I do. The Bay of Pigs should be looked at from a 20th century lens. An April 17th, 1961 lens. And like I said before, don't try to apply this stuff to slavery. Like, there are obvious examples in American history where we were clearly wrong and you can't even try to prove it right. I do think it can be applied to like the atomic bombs I was talking about earlier. Maybe it was the right thing to do to send in 2 atomic bombs. I don't know. I'm just a 17-year-old living in 2016. I'm not the president of the United States in whatever. 45, right? I have to look this up. That's really sad. You're the only one with the ability to make this choice for yourself. And I don't think you'll have any problem doing that, Caroline. I'll see you on Thursday.